Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
If you're a fan of comic books and comic book conventions, Daytona Beach Comic Con needs to be on your list of must-attend events. It's a show that actually focuses on comic books. Imagine that! This year's event is happening on Saturday, September the 6th, and Sunday, September the 7th. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. If you find yourself in the Orlando area, and let's be honest, doesn't everyone come to Orlando for the House of Mouse? Head over to Coliseum of Comics to get your comic book fix. Be sure to check out their location on East Colonial Drive, where they carry a wide selection of independent comics, including Silverline books. Stop by and don't forget to tell them Silverline sent you. Hey, if you're an independent comic creator looking to get your comic printed, look no further than Kablam Digital Printing. They print our comics and do a fantastic job. They can even print special edition covers. When you reach out to them, be sure to tell them Silverline sent you. Looking for a bold way to boost your business? Advertise with Silverline Comics, reaching readers across the U.S. and around the world. Affordable rates, passionate fans, and national and international exposure, all packed inside thrilling, action-packed comics. All ads must be PG-13, perfect for reaching all ages. Spots are limited. Grab your ad space today and become part of the adventure. Silverline Comics, where adventure lives and your brand thrives. Email us at silverlinepubishingllc@gmail.com for more information. And make mine Silverline.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday nights as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silverline Silver Sunday. This Sunday, July 27th. I am doing dandy. I am your host, I'm Roland, and I am joined, as usual, by Miss Roberta Conroy, the human digital colorist supreme.
Hi there.
How you doing, Roberta?
I'm doing good, thank you.
We're both blurry tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look what it does to your if you.
Bad flash.
We are also joined by the man in the mask guy, Mr. Mike W. Belcher. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, everybody. I'm dandy too.
There you go. Check this out, y'all. This is brand new information to me, but I like it. Pops says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Pops?"
Hey, Pops.
Always,
hello.
Pops is here, but check this out. He goes, "This show is debuting on Pilled.net right now for the first time ever. So, all of you from Pilled.net, welcome to Silverline's Silver Sunday. We have a blast. We entertain ourselves. We make each other laugh. And in doing so, we hope that we can entertain you and make you laugh a little bit. For those of you who were expecting one topic tonight, we pulled an audible. And if you were thinking that we were going to talk about Superman tonight, I apologize. We're going to do that next week. Part of the reason is you notice that we're down to tonight. Both of our Toms definitely wanted to talk about Superman. And so we just decided to kick it back 1 week. And tonight we're going to talk about classic creators working on Silverline Comics. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. I got a little bit of fun bit of news before I ask either of you if you have some. So So I went up to. I am in. You can probably see I have a blurred background because I'm in my mother's sewing room, and you can see there's a thing dangling right here. And she says, "You don't have to show the background, do you?" I said, "I don't have to, Mom. I can blur it." She goes, "Okay, you should probably do that." But on my way here, I stopped to see my daughter in Nashville, and there's a store. I don't have one I don't know anywhere else there is one. It's called McKay's. Okay, Mike, do you know what McKay's is?
I haven't been there, but I have had many friends go there and tell me I need to go badly.
What about you, Roberta? You know McKay's?
I've heard of it.
Okay, well,
I have not gone though. I've definitely heard of it.
well, this is my probably second trip there, but we don't have them in Orlando. But it is just it's just this great big warehouse thing full of books, CDs, vinyl records, comic books, graphic novels. It even has a little section of like musical instruments, and it's all like a used bookstore is really kind of what it is. I don't know if they're offended by that, but they have a big comic section, excuse me. And I went in there and my daughter, I picked a bunch of books out, and then my daughter said, "I'll get those for you, Dad. I got the hiccups now." I said, crap, you can't see it. I'm pulling a Thomas Formonti tonight. Well, shoot, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to unblur this for a minute. Virtual
Just
background.
get real close.
Yeah. 9.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so got a two-gun kid here. I was able to fill quite a few defenders.
Nice.
Yep.
That's great.
All of these, yeah. And then got a champions here, and got a Web of Spider-Man that I didn't have, which is I have most of
Funny
them.
you don't have it.
Well, so long story short, I won't talk about it too much. When I moved, Roberta, from California to Mississippi, my movers stole some of my comic books.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And it's just weird. It's like they just reached in and grabbed kind of random boxes. And so I had a big hole of Web of Spider-Man. And so this is kind of, I'm trying to replace those slowly. And then I had, there's this, a really nice old Daredevil comic here. So, and all of these, of course, this is the first thing, this has got a big patch here, but this was 25 cents.
Yeah.
So
nice haul.
I'm like, yeah. So, I was, and I was fully planning on buying it. And we got up to the register, and I pulled my card out. And my daughter snatched it out of my hands. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm buying these for you, Daddy." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." So, my daughter bought my haul from McKay's. It was a lot of fun. Pop says I have a lot of the Defenders run. I don't have my tablet in here, but I almost have a complete run. And I have all of the web run. I had a whole bunch, but I was missing about 100 of them right there, kind of a chunk. It's weird. I think I had like 1 through 50, and then it was like 50 through like 50 to 120 or something like that, where they just kind of randomly took a box. And so I had to. Most of them have been replaced because I moved from California in 96.
That was a while ago.
7. So I've had the opportunity to do a lot of it. And for those of you who've been buying comics a long time, I would go on eBay and there would be someone say, "Hey, I'm selling a whole run of Web of Spider-Man. Here's 60 to 72. 12 Web of Spider-Man."
eBay.
Yeah, me too. Yes, Pop says comic thieves are just mean people. 100%.
That's true.
Absolutely agree with that.
Anybody who steals comics, we take hands.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So that's my news of the week. Roberta, Mike, any news for either of y'all?
No. Been pretty light, other than unfortunately the deaths of the week. of pop culture. That's about the only thing I
Yeah.
can really come across.
I didn't. Oh, I didn't even realize I said good things about her, and I didn't even realize she was listening. Brittany Mann says, "Loves you,
Aw.
Pops. My favorite comic guy. I love you, sweetheart.
Aw.
I was just singing your praises for
Mhm.
McKay's here. So thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad
Um,
she did that.
yes, me too. And we're already planning. So McKay's has so they have like a top shelf and then there's a bottom shelf. Okay. Now the bottom shelf, once you get past a certain age demographic, it's really hard to get down there and just flip through them all. So we've already
Mhm.
planned. Pop says Pop says she said Pops. I'm
That's
sure she
funny.
loves you too, Pops. But so we're already planning. I'm going to go back up there sometime, and we're just going to take stools, the little stools that we can sit on, and we're just going to start at one end of of it, and we're just going to work all the way down to the end of it.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll do that. We didn't have to. It was crowded. It was yesterday when we went, and it was crowded. There were a lot of people there. So pretty
Mhm.
cool to see so many people coming in. Some of their comics were weirdly priced though. You'd see one and you're like, that is not an $8 comic. Why is that? Why do you have that price at $8? Yeah, that should be more like a $4 comic.
Well, all these places like Half Price Books.
Yeah.
They go off eBay. That's how they price things. And if something's in demand, they try to make a couple bucks off of it, to say the least. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think most of these places are very equitable. I mean, sometimes you'll get a deal, but
yeah. Well, like I said, all these, these were good deals here. Like I said, these were all like buck and a half. I think it's $1.95. $1.25. Like I said, this one was 25 cents. So for the most part, there is, but there's some of them. Like I can't remember. I think it was like a Captain America 170 or 180 something. It was just all torn to pieces, and you're like, oh, that's a cool comic, but it is not an $8 comic just because of the condition. And you're like, yeah, no. So yeah. But it was still a lot of fun. We had a blast, and I am already looking forward to going again. But Mike, did you do a show last weekend, or was it the weekend before last?
I was going to, and then I had to cancel. I had a family thing coming up. So
okay, I hope everything is okay.
Oh no, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just kind of a surprise thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Aiden's pregnant.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, of course, last weekend I mentioned that my son got married. So they've been married. They've been married a week and a day now. Yeah.
First
So
week's the
amazing.
worst.
Yep. So we're excited. We got they finally because they kind of went radio silent on us, and we didn't hear, which is good, which is fine, right? We wanted them to do, but they kind of went radio silent on them. They kind of emerged from their radio silence this weekend, and we've talked to them a couple of times, and that's been kind of fun. We'll say, well, look, if it isn't Mr. and Mrs. Mann, and Jessica just smiles real big,
Aw.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while to get used to that, probably.
It is. And of course, we're all saying, yeah, we got to change your name in my phone. And I'm like, well, somebody's going to have to show me how to do it because I don't know how to do that. Gray Wolf says, hey, chat. What's up, Gray Wolf? Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to talk about classic creators working on Silverline Comics tonight. You know what? I don't have it in front of me, guys, but we still have a couple of days. Let me see if I can jump over there real quick. We still have a couple of days on our crowdfunder, Silverline Comics, crowdfunder.com. And we are not quite, the last I saw, we're not quite at our goal. We're real close. So we are at 805. We're at 81% there, y'all. So we are 19% left to go.
That's great.
So close. We've got 3 days to go. So those of you who are sitting on the fence or saying, "Oh man, I just I wasn't going to do it," we need you to get off of the fence and get over there and help us get that final 19% and push us over. Like I said, we're almost there, and we've got 3 days to go. So jump on over there. I usually have the foil with me, but I forgot to bring it to my mom's. So it's still back at home, but you can see it on the heck. You can even look at one of our archived sessions here and see how gorgeous that foil cover is. Kablam does the printing for all that stuff, and those things look gorgeous. So get on over there and back it if you can. We sure would appreciate that. Okay, that's it for the news. So let me come up with my list here, y'all.
I know Tom's going to give us a con report next week, but has anybody heard anything good from the con? Any news they liked?
I will tell you this. This is what I've heard. I got to make one click. I have heard, and I won't mention any sources because I don't know if they want it said, but I've heard that the attendance was down a little bit, but that was a good thing because they felt that it was easier to move around. Yeah. Diamond, it was sad because there was a hole where Diamond was supposed to be. And also, yes.
Empty. Right.
Yeah, empty. Yeah, empty. Because Diamond had a pretty big spot on the floor always, and so that was a glaring. And Distillery, basically at the last minute didn't show up. Apparently, y'all familiar with Distillery?
I'm not so much. No.
Yeah,
not really.
I think they're mostly an online platform, but they've got some name creators working for them. I've never read any of their comics, to be honest with you.
No.
But apparently they didn't show up. I don't know. I haven't seen any news, or I've been on the road a whole lot, so I don't know what's up with that. But apparently, those are the things that I've heard the most. What about a chat? Anybody in chat land heard anything about San Diego Comic-Con? We often hear
just pictures you can see.
Yeah. Hopefully David Rios usually goes and camps out down there. Hopefully he'll give a con report for the Tuesday crew. Maybe some photos as well.
Looking on YouTube, it really looked like the usually the celebrity Hollywood scene usually has been drowning out over the years, but it seems like the more the news I saw was comic books.
Yeah,
more about comics.
Like it's a little more comics. That's good.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm hearing a little bit. Is it seemed like the focus was shifting back just a little bit toward comics. Of course, that makes me excited because you guys know how fired up I was about Heroes Con because it's so focused on comics. So I would love it if San Diego is the grandfather of all Comic Cons. If it kind of shifts back to comics, and I get why they do it. They want the attendance numbers, and it's the actors that draw the people in.
Oh, yeah.
But that's never ever been why I go. Never been my interest. I don't need to see Tom Holland. I don't need to see Robert Downey Jr. Would it be cool? Sure, it'd be cool, but I'm me. I'm not paying to go to a convention to see him,
Right.
Now I'll pay to at a convention to go see John Byrne.
And Byrne made the news this week. Byrne, it was a big news.
Wait, so what is that? Happened? I missed it. Yeah.
What happened? Tell me.
Yeah, Thursday, and this is something been in the works for a while. Byrne was doing that fan X-Men comic on his website. Purely, all he did was do full pencils, and he was lettering it, and it was his interpretation of After Dark Phoenix.
Right.
That was a big falling out that he had with Shooter. Shooter agreed with Claremont about killing off Jean Grey, and Byrne didn't. And so he decided in his retirement years to do what happened if Jean Grey survived.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so he called it Elspeth. Well, anyway, it was a big thing because people have been inking the pages. People have been, passing them around. People were bootlegging them.
Yeah.
And he did 32 issues, 32 20-some page
Wow, that's
comics.
a lot.
completely free. Well, not free because he was making big bucks off the art.
Right.
Anyway, a couple of years ago, Marvel approached him to try to, hey, let us print it. Let's do it formally. And he walked away from it. He didn't like the deal.
No way. Really?
And back in December, he hinted around something was going on. And that's all it was, he's being sly about it.
Right.
Anyway, it was formally announced on Thursday. Marvel is okay. They're co-publishing it. They're giving the rights to Abrams Arts to do it in a series of 3 volumes. Byrne is going to ink them. He's going to re-edit, make them more, and it's going to be colored. It's going to be a full production.
Wow.
And they're going
That's
to be
kind of cool.
And that's huge because
Yeah.
the idea that Marvel doesn't have anything to crow about other than a fan project by one of their biggest former creators.
Yeah.
If that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially the state of the X-Men books.
Isn't that interesting?
And
I
so,
might buy new Marvel.
I'm telling you, it's going to be 3 big volumes, and Byrne's hinting on doing other things that he was well known for.
Really?
After this is published.
So fantastic.
Doing more fan, he's in his 70s. I don't know how much more he's going to do.
Yeah.
But he hinted it around Alpha Flight, doing a continuation of where he ended Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, hey, this could be I think what really surprised me, I love John Byrne, but it's really been surprising that his ego is letting him out of the public life or public comic life for as long as he has.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's back. And this is huge because, like I said, it shows more of the idea. I mean, if he wasn't John Byrne, this is just fan fiction.
Right.
But,
That's right.
Marvel, saying, hey, we want this professionally. We want this, on our docket. It speaks volumes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is great news. No, I had not heard that. I would be in line for something like that.
Oh, I'm pre-ordering. Yeah. No, there's not a question.
I'm going to look it up.
So, Mike, you have to make sure that's your responsibility. Let us know when it becomes available to pre-order.
Oh, it is right now, April 20. It comes out April 2026. Midtown Comics. You can pre-order it right now. Very affordable. I was kind of surprised.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to go look for that then.
Yeah.
I guess the only bit of news for us is we still don't know what's going on down with Diamond. No. Is that so folks ask me, hey, Roland, we saw Silverline book in Diamond. You know what? I'm going to continue to solicit through Diamond as long as they continue to ask me to solicit through them. But for any of those that are interested and who care, I can't print and ship any more books to them until they pay us something.
Right.
They don't even have to pay us all for me to do more. But at this point in time, I've sent them a lot of books, and there's been no money coming back. So I can't keep doing that. I can't keep basically just handing them money.
No.
And so I'll continue to solicit the book. We are. Silverline is going to see its first solicitation through Filbo distribution. I don't know exactly when that catalog comes out, but we have all of our information there, and so hopefully we'll meet a brand new set of comic shops through that. So I'm excited about that, and I'm got my fingers crossed, hoping Filbo works out. We said on our stream here for a long time, we think I've never been a Diamond hater, but I think we need more distribution. I think we need more distribution outlets, and I know there's some comic shops that don't like that, but I think it's better for business. If there are multiple outlets for small guys like us to use, gives us more opportunities to find more readers, and I just think competition is good. It's good for the industry.
Well, competition is good just because of the situation. Because your Diamond's gone out, and they were the sole. When you get right down to it, they were the sole distributor of at least indie comics.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So we're left like, okay,
it's a big
what's
hole.
going to happen here?
Yeah, And that's kind of been my biggest fear for us is like, okay, what do we do next? You know, I mean, I reached out to Lunar, and you guys know what we had the offer with Massive and everything. It just wasn't doable for us. I've been told to reach out to Lunar again because things might have changed. So I will do that. I will reach out to Lunar. And of course, now the news that, who's a Canadian distributor? Universal. Now I've got to, I had reached out to them before, but I need to reach out to them again now that they're in the news. I think some of them, they're just not ready and prepared to take on more accounts like that. And of course, my argument is that, hey, look, we're offering you 1-2 books a month. We are not we don't need a whole lot of hand holding. You know, we don't need a whole lot of that. So we don't add it much to your list. But of course, you know, that doesn't always float with them.
Yeah. You would have thought that distribution would have been a big conversation at San Diego, but I haven't seen anything about it.
Me either.
The fact the diamond wasn't there. That's about it.
I'm hoping that, you know, when the week is, because it's still Sunday, right? I guess, you know, Roberta out there, it's 5:30 for you.
It is.
Yeah. So the show's, you know, wrapping up now. So hopefully, you know, this coming week we'll get some news as to, you know, different distribution news from San Diego. You know, fingers crossed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. All right. So tonight, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the fun little thing, and we're gonna take. The three of us here. We're gonna take classic creative teams, and they don't have to be. You can make your own team, right? It doesn't have to be a team that is already existence. And I've got a list of the Silverline titles here. I'm just gonna kind of go alphabetically. We're gonna start alphabetically, and we're gonna go down the list, and we're gonna think of. And this is not an insult to any of the creators who are working on the
no, because they're all awesome books.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all fantastic, and you know, I wouldn't change a thing about them. But you know, if we could say, hey, if I could put a classic team on one of these, who might we imagine? And so first on the list, of course, is Bear. I know who it's in my mind already, but I'm gonna let you guys. What do you think? You think about Bear? What do you think of? What kind of classic creator or creative team might you see? And classic, okay. When I say classic, it doesn't have to be 1960s. You know, Lee, Kirby, Ditko, everything. It can be basically. It can be, you know, 80s, 90s. I mean, this is 2025. So. It can be just someone that you think might have a name that can be, you know,
or the best suited for it.
But best suited for
it. If we were the editors of the book and we were looking for somebody for sales, that's what we could pick.
Yep, okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm Barry. I'd get Jeff's. Gosh, Jeff Smith.
You took my answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have it back. And I'll go with Mike Kunkel of Hero Bear and the Boy.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Either or of those, I think, would be wonderful because, you know, there's such a whimsical to both the writing.
Yes.
That I think would really match up with that.
Yeah, I think so too. When I started imagining it, you know, Jeff Smith's Bone for Bear, I'm like, okay, that would look pretty cool. That would be nice. I would pay to see that.
Yeah. Or Don Rosa from Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, from Uncle Scrooge, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Roberta?
What about Gary Larson?
Oh, yeah.
Our side. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. That would be fun.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would certainly be an interesting look, wouldn't it?
It could be fun. Yeah. Not quite as cute, but
he's not as cutesy, but
no, but interesting and very funny.
Yeah. Pops throws up the our campaign link here for those of you. We talked about the campaign earlier. Go here, go back. Thank you, Pops. Oh, and also, Mason's not here for me to say this. Y'all, wherever you're listening to us, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, like, subscribe, heart us, thumbs up us, whatever it is. Be sure you do that. That helps us in the algorithm. Leave a comment, because that also helps with the algorithm. Even if you just do what Gray Wolf says, just say, "Hey, chat," right? Come on in and say hi. That really helps. Michael Wilkinson says, "Add simple online games to your website. It gives you more views with Google." There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to get more views to your website. Okay, next on the list is look at that. Here, chat's listening to us. Rob Davis, what is up,
Hey,
Rob? Rob says, "Hey, y'all. What is up, Rob? Thank you for hanging out with us on a Sunday night." All right, next up alphabetically, y'all, is Cape Town. Cape Town, what are you thinking?
You go first. I'm not going to take your answer this time.
Rob says, "Just drop by." Well, thank you, Rob, for dropping by. Hopefully, if you're out on the roads, those of you who've watched the Wednesday Wham know that Rob will sometimes shuttle a volleyball team around. I think it was volleyball. Correct me if I'm wrong. Madness says, "Rob signed up for a secret project." Ooh, I know. Rob, of course, is a fantastic artist and person, of course. We love Rob. Madness says, "If you know, you know. If you don't, hit me up and ask." There you go. And this is for you artists. Rob says, "No driving until mid to late August," and it is volleyball. Okay, I was right. It was volleyball. Oh, that's right. Of course, school's not in session now, so and it has to be volleyball season. Rob, if you're hanging out a little bit, we're putting classic creators on some of our Silverline titles, and we're just now at Cape Town, so we haven't gotten very far along. But for Cape Town, I think I like the kind of the dark aspect of it. This for me, this is a Frank Miller. This is a Frank Miller book, and I see Frank's writing on this and Daredevil era art on Cape Town. I just
like
think
Frank Miller.
Yeah. I thought his Daredevil, for me, the Frank Miller Daredevil was probably my favorite of all. I know he's done a lot of good stuff, and I know a lot of people want to point to other things, but for me, I think it's Daredevil is my favorite Frank Miller stuff.
He's a favorite of mine, for sure.
Yeah. Rob says Mazzucchelli on Cape Town. I like that. Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Neil Adams?
Oh, I like Neil. Oh, Neil Adams is a good call. Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. Especially good classic Neil.
Yeah. With the buildings and the
I
think it'd be really great. The action. There's so much good action.
Yeah. I can envision, like, he did that very, very brief run on Avengers. What do I want to say, about 3 or 4 issues, something like that. I can't remember. Rob says, "Ooh, how about Mike Zeck?" I like Mike Zeck. I think I might hold Mike Zeck in my pocket for one of the later books, though. Rob, if it were me. But I do like Mazzucchelli. I think Mazzucchelli on Cape Town would be good, and maybe even a Miller Mazzucchelli team up, like the Batman Year One stuff. Rob says, "Okay, you can hold on to Zeck." Okay, so that was fun. All right, now I won't go first on this one.
I was going to give you mine, Cape Town.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
I would go James Robinson and because of Starman. I would like to see what he could do with Cape Town.
I like that.
Yeah. And he had an artist, not Tony Harris initially, but there was an artist later in the Starman run named Peter Steinberg. I think it would be a great matchup because he had this dark tone to his artwork, but there was a lot of humanity to it.
Yeah.
And so, but there were a lot of things that kind of made the artwork kind of pop out. But between those two, I think they could make K-10. I mean, not to say that Brent's not.
Right.
But what they could do, I think they would absolutely just to the wall with it.
And again, we're not advocating for the replacement of any of these books.
No.
Again, so far, I mean, one of them's been mine, and the next one's going to be mine. So we're not advocating. Yeah, this is just for fun. If we were imagining it, this is Elseworlds, right? Oh, look at this. Mr. Thomas Flormonti says, "Howdy, my Sunday dudes and dudette. Sorry for not being able to make it, but I've got some things to say about Superman for next week, and hope to see FF on Tuesday." So I saw Fantastic Four already, y'all.
I'm seeing it tonight.
You are seeing it tonight? Oh,
yeah.
We might talk. Mikey, any chance you'll see it before next week?
Probably not. I think I'm going to wait till it comes home. I went to Superman and I loved every second of it. Not to give a preview for next week.
Yeah.
But Fantastic Four will probably wait till come home.
Well,
and I don't mind spoilers, so I'll be right there with you.
Yeah. I liked it better than Superman. I'm a Marvel guy, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah, I liked it better than Superman. So I was going to say, if you could see it this week, we could talk about both of them.
Nothing stops us from doing. Like I said, I don't mind spoilers for things I don't intend on seeing. So
yeah. Oh, here we go. David A. Gutierrez, right? Valuable voice.
There's a good endorsement. I appreciate that.
Worth seeing, Mike. Here you go. Michael Wilkinson says it's good. And of course, Rob says I'm going to see it this week. Said saw Superman last Tuesday and loved it. Yep, same here. We're going to go spoilers and all, Rob, on next Sunday. We're going to talk about Superman. So, matter of fact, I'd kind of like to go see it again, so it's fresh in my mind to talk about. But yeah, I thought Fantastic Four was also very, very good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and so you're going tonight, Roberta?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
Good.
Okay, so the next one on the list, alphabetical order, y'all, is cat and mouse. So I won't. It is tough. I have an answer, but I won't go first. I want to hear what you guys say, and it's okay, Mike, if you take my answer.
Wow, I'm gonna think here for a second. You want to go, Roberta? I'm kind of pondering some people.
Yeah.
So, we can do it in pieces if you want, right? You can think, okay, here's an artist I see, and here's a writer I see, right? You don't have to. It doesn't have to be a team per se, right?
No,
it doesn't have to be.
I see Chuck Dixon and Scott McDaniel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, that's a good one.
That just kind of popped in my head. I could visualize McDaniel drawing cat and mouse in action.
Yeah. We Tony McDaniel, right?
No, Scott McDaniel.
Scott McDaniel. He did Batman for a while, right?
He did Nightwing with Chuck, and he did Daredevil Fall from Grace with the black costume.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. I like this one here. David A. Gutierrez says Mike Grill and Paul Smith.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Do I know Mike Grill?
What are you thinking, Roberta?
I'm sorry. I want Jim Lee.
I
do. I think it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Buff him out,
So who would write for him?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I have, this may be a surprise to you guys. I've got J.M. DeMatteis or whatever. I'm not sure how you say his last name. I've got him writing. My second option was is Ostrander, John Ostrander.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the art one I had to think about a little bit because it was tougher for I still see obviously I'm seeing I think about cat and mouse now. I envision Angelo, right? He's the guy drawing. He's who I think of now.
Yeah.
Also, it's hard to get Mitch's style out of my head because Mitch was for the the whole first volume. So it's a little tougher for me, but Roberta said something earlier, and Neil Adams probably would have been my art option. DeMatteis with Neil Adams.
He's flexible.
Yeah. Well, and he was your choice. It wasn't mine. So I do like a Mike Grell idea for that. Yeah. I think for me, I think the clincher was thinking about Demon, because Demon's going to be part of it, and just trying to envision what Adams and what DeMatteis would do with that character in that kind of setting. Just kind of made me go, oh yeah, okay, that would be pretty fun. Let's see here. Wait, did I skip?
Oh, I think you got Beyond the Stars. That would be a B.
I did. I skipped. How did I do that?
I just saw it on the backboard here. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay. So Beyond the Stars. Let's backtrack a little bit. Beyond the Stars.
Starlin.
Jim Starlin. Oh, that's
yeah,
a good one.
definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be a great one.
Otherwise, I'm not sure, but Starlin could do both.
Starlin could do both.
Yeah.
He absolutely could do both. I was thinking. So David, good question. David A. Scooter says, so we can use people that have passed. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Rob
We're
Davis
not asking people to get replaced in our
No. Yeah. Rob Davis says he agreed with Starlin. I'll tell you, I kind of envisioned Steve Rude when thinking of Beyond the Stars.
No.
Now the writer was a little tougher for me to think about. I mean, Rude for me, Beyond the Stars, Nexus, and all that kind of stuff immediately comes to mind. Writer, maybe a Roger Stern.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh, always a good choice.
Yeah.
Very multidisciplined. I enjoyed just about everything you wrote. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Roberta, did you say somebody?
I haven't. I'm still kind of thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me. The writers are the hard ones.
Ooh, they are. Hold on. Rob Davis says Steve Rude would be good. David A. Scooter says Howard Chaykin and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Oh.
I think so. I think that would be good.
Garcia Lopez would be the artist of every book. But, that's me, but
I am, and I confess this after the Heroes Con, I'm not terribly, I know who he is, right? But I am not terribly well versed in Garcia Lopez's artwork, just because he was a DC guy, and I'm just not that familiar with it. Again, I know who he is, so it's like, don't say, come on, Roland.
Well, the great thing about Garcia Lopez is, despite the work he did and the work he continues to do, for the last 40 years, if you've seen something at Walmart or Big Lots or any of these other stores, he has been the main out there commercial of DC Comics.
Really?
If you've seen anything on a bathtub, on a shower curtain, it's his artwork. That's what he's been primarily been doing. He does still do comics, but for the last 40 years, he's been their main PR guy. He's the guy that they give. We want this to look like Superman. We want this to be Batman on this bar soap, on this toy, on this.
Yeah.
So and you don't even know how much you know his artwork.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, very, very, very cool. All right, Roberta, you want us to keep going here?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So, all right. So what about Demon's Tales? It was a miniseries, right? But what about Demon's Tales?
See, that's a hard thing about it, because Pelletier is an artist I'd use for Demon's Tales again.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
I know. He's so good.
Because he really is, you know. I mean, I love what Peter did with him too, as far as the stylistic of it.
Right.
But you know, Pelletier. But as far as anybody else,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let's give a Pelletier influence. Go for Alan Davis.
Alan Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, because Demon is this is a good one, because I always kind of see Demon as kind of that wacky character. I kind of can see Mike Barron writing Demon.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Barron would eat that up. Yeah.
David A. Scudera says Matt Wagner on both writing and art. Oh,
I'd like to see that too.
I think that would be pretty awesome. Yeah. Let's see here. What about Divinity? Again, if those of you who are just tuning in late, we're not advocating the replacement of any of these teams. We're just living in our Elseworlds mind for a moment to say, hey, if we could get some of these classic creators to come and do something on one of these titles or on these Silverline titles, what would it be? So, yeah. And if you're a Silverline creator and happen to tune in at the last minute and hear us say so-and-so on your book, no, we're not replacing you. We're just we're living the Elseworlds dream here for a minute. So Divinity, what do you think?
You know, this would be my primary because Divinity being a 14-year-old girl and the circumstances. I was a huge Power Pack fan.
Oh, dude!
And I still am. So
no.
it would be Louise Simonson and Jim Brigman.
Oh, yep.
So I think that's cool.
I think that's it. I'm not even going to mention my artist because I think that's perfect. I think that's the perfect call.
I think that she would have a handle on Divinity, and Brigman would take it home.
Yep. Yep. Rob Davis is Kurt Swan on Divinity. Yeah, that would be good. Hyper's with us here. Says like and subscribe, kids. Thank you so much, Hyper. As always, good to see you hanging out with us here, Hyper. We appreciate you. Yeah, I think that's a great call, Mike. I'm not even gonna. I had a different artist in mind, but I'm not. I'm gonna hold on to that one for somebody else because I think that's a great call. Let's see here. Gotta skip that one. It's still secret. What about do we talk about Friar Rush or do we skip that one? Yeah, let's skip that one.
That would be a hard one.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so David, is that for Divinity or is that for Friar Rush? I don't know where you are because David A. Scudera said Chris Claremont and Alex Toth. So I don't know if he's being that for Divinity or for Friar Rush. So the next one on our list is Kalis. Yeah. Oh, so David said that's for Divinity. I think that's a good call.
Yeah,
I think Claremont would be. I'm still trying to twist my mind around. Is it Toth or Toth? What do you guess?
I think it's Toth.
Toth.
Never heard it. Yeah.
Trying to twist my mind around that, but I think Claremont was a good call. Yeah. So for Kalis, what do we think about Kalis?
See, it needs.
Oh, you know, yeah, Larry Hama.
Dude, Mike, I think you're reading my
comes
mind.
up with the best.
I don't mean to.
I think you are reading my mind. So what? All right.
Better than anything I thought of.
so I'm 100% there with you for writer. Who would do the artwork for it?
Well, see, this is where I would pick like Zek. I would throw Mike Zek into drawing that.
Zek.
I think he would be a good fit for that because I think that.
I think I'm with you for that one.
Yeah.
I'm with you for that one. Yeah. All right. So I'm going first on this one, then, Mike.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. So the next one on our list is Cray. Okay, and for Cray, I've got John Buscema.
Oh yeah, all day long.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, like Mike said, all day long. I can see that all day long. Yeah, I think that would be perfect. As for the writer, it's a little tougher for me. I don't know. I didn't read enough Conan to know who wrote for John.
Wasn't it Roy Thomas?
Was it Roy Thomas?
I thought so. I'm not a Conan fan. I just know that Roy wrote a lot of it.
Yeah. Did you see that article I posted about Roy Thomas here in the team chat we had?
Oh yeah.
That was an interesting interesting chat. Mostly about Gerber, but it was pretty interesting. David A. Gutierrez says it was Roy Thomas.
Okay.
And Rob agrees with us here. He says Roy Thomas at first as the writer, but he says D. Zuniga inks on Buscema.
Yeah. Tony DeZuniga.
Zuniga. Okay, I know the name. I've never met him. But yes, I think so. If not him, I think Palmer, Tom Palmer on Buscema. I love the Buscema Palmer team on the Avengers, and I think we're just incredible.
Well, this is where we disagree. I thought
you like Palmer?
I thought Palmer changed too much to Buscema's. I felt like that was one of my first really introductions to this. Doesn't really mesh for me.
Really?
But I'm in the minority. A ton of my friends think the same thing you do. But for me at the time, my young eyes, I thought this is, even the stuff I've seen of Buscema, I think Palmer just, it gave it, Buscema had this real good edge to him. And I feel like that Palmer softened him out almost too much.
Huh.
Again, that's my opinion. Yeah. Everybody's got one.
Are you talking about the Avengers stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Roger Stern years.
Yeah. See, and I did. I love that.
Yeah.
Rob Davis said that he added a lot of detail to Buscema's work.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if you've ever seen any Buscema's pencil work, it can be very, very loose and very sketchy. So. All right, let's go on to obsoletes. What are you guys thinking for obsoletes?
Yeah, see, are we changing the style a little or not?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, if you envision a different style, you can absolutely change it.
Mark Grunwald is the writer.
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Davis says C.C. Beck. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I will say I actually Kirby on this one.
Kirby.
Because the obsoletes is just wonky and wacky enough. Kirby had a tendency to embrace a lot of the wonky, wacky kind of stuff. And I say this with great affection, Jose and Wes, but I think obsoletes is just kind of out there and wonky enough. I think Kirby on the art for that would be pretty cool.
I could picture that. Yeah. I totally could.
Yeah. Next up then is Pendulum. What about Pendulum? I was going to say
Pendulum's interesting.
I have to include Pendulum, even though but because Roberta's spending so much time on it. So
I put Burn on it.
Burn on Pendulum.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
And the only reason I say that is because of the Namor run of the 90s and the 80s and 90s, because it was so peculiar.
Yeah.
I could just see him using that duo shade on Pendulum just to give that kind of a weird.
Yeah.
So that and OMAC, those two things he didn't like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Byrne do Pendulum.
Yeah. That's a good call. Good call. Go ahead, Roberta.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd like to see Brian Bolland.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That would be so cool, right?
Well, yes, absolutely. And Roberta says,
the
yeah,
character shapes, the shapes of characters
Uh-huh.
he comes up with. I think it'd be really tasteful for it.
So what about this one? And Roberta, you're calling it, so you chime in here. I'm thinking a little bit Will Eisner.
Oh, I
yeah,
can see that too.
That'd be great. Yeah,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it could go with kind of that Eisner feel, the sort of
that
classic,
old-fashioned
back
classic.
alley. Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
And then you throw in a collaboration with Frank Miller.
Yeah.
That'd take an interesting place.
Yeah. So somebody making a list of all these. We should have made a list. So next up on our alphabetical list, the rejects. And I think for artist wise, I think I would go with Marie Severin.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm thinking about a lot of the stuff from the Mad Magazine era. Wasn't not Brand X. Sorry, not Brand X. I could see Marie Severin on the rejects.
Could you see Giffen? Writing it, not drawing it.
Yes.
Just having the humor.
Yes.
And getting it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I
think you could nail it with Marie Severin. I think that can't be picked. That's good. Yeah. But I think Giffen could give it that absurdity, but also be entertaining as far as.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, when you first said Giffen, I went immediately to his art. I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah, no, as a writer, absolutely. Yeah, I like you said, I think he could grab both the humor and the just kind of the absurdity of it all.
Yeah.
Good call. All right. What about Silverline Team Up? So this one's a little bit harder because right now we only have so what you guys probably know because y'all are in the end, but what some of you listen to us might not know yet is that we've got two others in the works. One of them, the first book, Cassisi, I think probably talks about it on Wednesday, maybe because Cassisi's writing it. But Jackson Rennick is doing the artwork for it, and Jeremy Kahn is coloring it. And I want to say that their first issue is almost done. So we're going to have more team ups beyond. So
they'll look different.
Yes, they'll look different, but beyond Miss Fury and Champion. So we're going to have more team ups. So I think this was.
I want one.
Oh, you got one? Okay, go. What do you got?
No. I was thinking Mark Silvestri.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, it would. Absolutely. Hyper says that team up titles make me think of Ron Wilson because of his excellent take on the thing. Yeah. Good call. Nicholas Gear. What's up, Nicholas? Good to see you here. Thanks for hanging out with us. He says Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends.
I'd vote for that one.
I think that's a good call. Oh man.
These are some good suggestions.
Miss Fury by Russ Heath would be amazing. I agree. Actually,
that's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna hopefully up the ante here with you, Hyper. I'm thinking that Miss Fury by Dave Stevens would be
mic drop.
Yeah. I'm thinking that would be that'd be
great.
Cool. Yeah. So that was a little tougher to do, just because we have some of the others in the queue.
I like Dave Stevens though. That's cool.
Man, yeah. All right, let's see. Wait here. Our clock is moving.
That it is.
Hyper Potato says Dave Stevens faints.
Yeah.
Rob Davis says, Miss Fury Dave Stevens rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's see, where was let's see. Let's go to Switchblade. What do you guys think about Switchblade?
Englehart Stanton.
Yeah, it's got to go a lot more basic, I think.
Yeah.
Traditional.
Englehart, just because of just the Batman stuff.
Yeah.
But, the 70s, 80s Batman stuff. But, I think Stanton would be kind of another choice.
Yeah.
That would, I think, could do both the, I think that with as much hyperrealism that you gave Switchblade,
right?
I think that Stanton would give it that comic book unrealness that it needed to maintain the harder storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Englehart call quite a bit. I think because I had this guy in mind. You didn't take him. I was thinking, Mark Texeira.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Ghost Rider and tons of other stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of who I envision. But I think Englehart's a great call.
No.
Yeah. Hyper said, not related to the topic of conversation, but my wife just recognized Roland's voice. That's impressive. Hyper must not be watching us. He must have us on like on the radio. He's probably got an apron on, cooking or something. No, actually, Mindy's probably doing the cooking some of those awesome cookies. That's funny. Hyper, be sure and tell her we said hello. Nicholas says J.C. Vaughn and Billy Tucci. Oh, that's a good call.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Those are good calls.
I'd color all of those.
Yes, you would. and you would never sleep.
No, it'd be so tough.
All right, we just got a couple left here. What about Teen Beetle?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so for me, I see I'm blanking on the name just for a minute here. I know the book that I'm who drew Justice League International, Mike?
Oh, you want Adam Hughes or you want Kevin McGuire?
Kevin McGuire.
Okay.
I'm seeing Kevin McGuire, and I think that was also written by
Giffen and Demanius.
Giffen, yeah. Rob Davis says Steve Ditko. Oh, that's a great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that would be going back to Blue Beetle, which is what I would do.
Yeah,
but I would do. I would give John's inspiration of Lynn Wein and Paris Collins. That's who I would do Teen Beetle. I bet you John would too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah. That's a good call. Lynn Wein and Paris Collins. Yeah. Nicholas Gear says Dan Jurgens.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Jurgens would kill it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The next book up is Trump's. I'm going first here. Because I've thought about this one a little bit actually. Walter Simonson.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I think Walter Simonson would be all over something like this, and I would read it. I'd sign me up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Very painted look for all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just the style, I think would suit it. Haha.
So, and I would pick Bowling for that too. I would pick Bowling for the art.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Rob Davis as well. Walt Simonson trumps. See what I did there? My thought. Nicholas Gear says Mike Grell for trumps. That's a good call too. All right, here we go. Rob Davis is still with us. So, what about Twilight Grim?
Mm-hmm.
I've got the writer in mind already, but I'm thinking about. I'm still thinking about. What is that link, Hyper? I can't tell what that link is. I can't select it.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
That's a great one, Rob.
That's a great one.
Who is it?
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. Rob says
There
Twilight
it is.
Grim for John Ostrander and Tim Truman.
Okay.
I like Tim Truman as the artist quite a bit, but now I had for writer I got Marv Wolfman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Nicholas's pick with Wolfman.
Oh, Gene Colan.
I would do Wolfman and Colan.
Yeah. Either one. I mean, Ostrander and Truman or Wolfman and Colan, either one.
Yeah.
I think are great picks. Hyper, this must be, I can't click on the link. So, x.com, this must be our Twitter handles, huh?
Yeah, that must be my Twitter account.
All right. Roberta has one also, but she's not real active there. I try to tag her. Oh, Wally Wood. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Hyper says their Twitter. Thank you, Hyper. I appreciate that. I just didn't recognize the X there for a minute. I'm like, what is that? Rob Davis says Wolfman's good too, but I was thinking of their Grimjack work. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, 100%. Good calls. All right, let's do final one here. Let's do Wolf Hunter.
Steranko.
Steranko's a good call. Yeah.
Steranko.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I noticed that just to interject for a moment, you know what I noticed that none of us did, and I'm okay with it, just so you know. None of us went to any manga artist. We didn't list any influential manga artists, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Not a complaint. Oh, I like this one. Nicholas Gear says Gil Kane.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with that.
I see Kane on White Devil.
I can too.
Yeah.
I can too. Yeah. All right. So let's real quick. Let's run through a couple of names, and then we'll call it a night here. Let's run through a couple of names that we didn't call out, and think: is there a reason we might have missed them? So, what about? What about Steve Gerber? We didn't call out Gerber tonight.
No reason.
No, I know.
Not particular. Gerber probably could do a pretty good job with Bea. I mean,
I think so too. Yeah. No, so what I'm saying is that there's. I'm not trying to say that we were hating on them, but we missed them. So let's think of: are there any things that we say? Oh well, now that we thought about this creator, what about them on this book?
No.
Shoot, there was an artist that I was thinking about that I cannot think of his name now.
Well,
I see.
How about
who?
John Romita on Cat and Mouse?
Oh, John Romita on Cat and Mouse. Yeah, that would be good. I love Romita stuff. Are you talking about senior or junior?
Oh well, actually, I was thinking senior, but
Yeah, I think
you could go wrong with junior. Either.
I don't think you could either.
Junior could still,
but
just a different take. But yes,
yeah, it would certainly be a slightly different look based on senior.
I was thinking senior.
Yeah.
So you could also go Micah Allred on Team Beetle.
Yep.
That would have been my second choice.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe I didn't think of Tim Truman earlier. I'm a huge fan of Scout. Rob Davis says Gerber might be good for obsoletes or rejects. Yeah, I think so too. What about all right, Rob Davis, help me out here. Who's the guy who drew the early issues of the Invaders? All of the characters look like they were dancing on their toes.
You talking about Robbins?
Frank Robbins, yeah, Frank Robbins. Yeah. Sorry, I listen. I hated Frank Robbins as a kid, at the art, but as I've aged, I'm like, okay, it's weird. Yeah, Frank Robbins. It's weird, but I like it now, right? But I did
Mhm.
not like it as a kid at all.
I can see that.
I just did not like it. But what about someone like Frank Robbins? Where would and chat? Who did we not? For those of you who've been here, who did we not bring up? I'm thinking Frank Robbins. What book might we put Frank Robbins on? Yeah. Yeah, or Rob Davis, Milton Caniff. Where would we?
Maybe we'll put Robbins on Switchblade.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he did a lot of Batman work. A lot of Man-Bat work.
Yeah. Milton Caniff. Where would we put Milton Caniff?
That's a very classic style.
It is.
Almost Beyond the Stars, because Beyond the Stars has a strip kind of value to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Chuck Patton.
Yeah, Nicholas Gear says Chuck Patton is a great artist. What book would you put him on?
I would put him on Champion Miss Fury, particular Silverline team.
I would like to see that. Yeah,
I would think he would do a good job on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good suggestion.
What about a Michael Waringo?
Ooh, every one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going. Between him and Mike Parabeck, I'd say, well, there's not too many he couldn't do. So.
Parabeck, yeah.
Yeah. So
Parabeck, I think, would be great on Teen Beetle.
Yes.
Nicholas Gear says, did you mention Ron Wilson? We did not mention Ron Wilson.
He'd be a good Demon's Tales.
He would do a good Demon's Tales. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob Davis says Ringo on Team Up. Yeah. I think he would do a good Team Up. Yeah.
And alternately also on the Team Ups Champion Miss Fury, probably Chuck Dixon and Graham Nolan.
Yeah. There you go. Jerry Bingham? Jerry Bingham would be.
For sure.
He did some good Spider-Man team ups there. I think he would be a good artist on any of those team ups.
Yeah.
Of course, I would also love to see Bingham on Cat and Mouse. That might be a little. That might be a little. I might be a little biased on that one, but yeah. Tom Lyle. Yeah, I know. Tom Lyle. We didn't mention Tom Lyle. What do you guys think?
Where would he go?
That would be a good one.
I'm sorry, Rob Davis, Mike Plug. How did I not think of Mike Plug? Wolf Hunter. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I also think of Mike Plug on Demon's Tales.
I can see it too.
Yeah. And then Nicholas said, love Tom Lyle's work on Starman.
Yep.
That's true.
All right, we could probably go on for a long time. That was a lot of fun. I thought, great job, Roberta, Mike.
And thank everybody else, because we had some good suggestions.
I know. Great suggestions.
This was a kind of a last minute audible for us. I know some of you tuned in, thought we were going to be talking about Superman. We will do that next week. Give Mr. Mason a chance to. Of course, Mr. Mason's at San Diego Comic-Con still, so give him a chance to catch his breath, and we will talk about Superman. We will dive in and dissect it completely next week, and then who knows? We might just do Fantastic Four the week after that. Depending on how much fun we have with Superman, we might just do Fantastic Four after that. But yeah, so this was a concept that my wife and I were sitting around. She's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna because she sets the streams all up for us. She does all the setting it up, all the technical details behind it. She goes, all right, well, if I'm gonna reschedule the Superman one, something's got to go in this place. And she says, what do you want to do? And I'm like, oh, all right, well,
what can we
do
say?
This. Yeah, let's do this. We haven't done.
I liked it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You forgot Silver Storm. What that's Silverline 2.0, but Silverline nonetheless.
I mean, I got your answer already.
There you go,
George Perez.
Oh yeah,
George Perez, right?
Oh totally. Oh yeah, that's good.
Nicholas Gear says Superman was great. Would be a 10 if not for the way they portrayed the Kents. All right, Nicholas, you got to tune in.
Yeah. We got to do it next
week. Yep, we're gonna, and I will make sure I get all the team to rank it 1 out of 10. And matter of fact, I may send you guys some others to kind of prep us for the Superman. But we're going to talk about that next week, Nicholas. So be sure and tune in. Before we call in tonight, Mike, Roberta, y'all have any news, anything to say here?
No, I think we're good right now.
All right. No. Looking forward to Fantastic Four. Yay.
Yes. All right. On Tuesday, join that Silverline team, Silverline crew on Silverline show on Tuesday, when they're going to talk about making comics, plotting, the secret of good storytelling. Research is great. Vocabulary helps. Having tons of ideas is wonderful. But until you take all those varied elements and start combining them into a whole, into a plot, you've only got pieces. And oftentimes, plotting cannot be taught. It's an instinctive talent of true story weaving. That is Tuesday. Be sure to tune in Tuesday to hear what those guys have to say. And Wednesday, this ought to be an interesting one. Barb's invited me to take place, which I normally I would, but I can't. Fan fiction, the pros and cons. Can writing fanfic help or hurt your chances of going pro? I have very strong opinions on this, but I am not going to. I'm not going to jump on them. That is Wednesday. You guys tune in Wednesday for the Whammers as they talk about fan fiction, and then next week, Superman the movie discussed. We will talk about Superman next week in all its details, the pros and the cons. We will dissect it. Okay. And let me find my new buttons over here. So I don't have my wristband with me this week because I'm in Arkansas right now. But you guys know what it is. Until next week, remember to make mine Silverline. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Dave Dorman. Make mine Silverline.